a single flashlight beam cuts through the fog. A police officer stands at the edge of a lake, staring at a blood-stained car door marked with a strange symbol, a circle with a cross through it. For half a century, that symbol has haunted America. Who was the Zodiac Killer? And how did he vanish without a trace? In the late 1960s, Northern California was living through a new age. Peace marches, music festivals, and cultural revolution. But beneath the surface, fear was quietly spreading. Between 1968 and 1969, a mysterious man began killing strangers in quiet places around San Francisco. He called himself Zodiac. And unlike most killers, he didn't hide. He wrote to the media, taunting police with letters and cryptic ciphers signed with his chilling insignia. This story still matters because, decades later, the Zodiac case remains unsolved. A mirror reflecting humanity's obsession with mystery, fear, and the limits of modern investigation. It began on December 20th, 1968. Teenagers Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were shot in their car near Vallejo, California. There were no witnesses, no motive, only bullets and silence. 6 months later, July 4th, 1969, another couple, Darlene Farron and Michael Mageau, were attacked at Blue Rock Springs Park. Mageau survived, giving the first description: a man, about 5 feet 8 inches, heavy build, short brown hair. Question: what would you notice first, the sound or the silence? 2 days later, police received a chilling phone call. The voice on the line calmly confessed to both crimes, offering details only the killer could know. Then came August 1st, 1969. 3 nearly identical letters arrived at local newspapers, each containing a third of a mysterious cipher. The writer demanded they be printed on the front page, or more, people would die. By September 27th, 1969, the Zodiac struck again. College students Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were attacked at Lake Berryessa. The assailant wore a black hood with the crossed circle emblem. He tied them up, stabbed them, then calmly walked away. Shepard later died from her wounds. Hartnell survived and described the encounter. 2 weeks later, October 11th, 1969, cab driver Paul Stein was shot in San Francisco's upscale Presidio Heights. Witnesses saw the killer wipe the car, tear a piece of the victim's shirt, and walk away into the night. Police found that same torn shirt piece inside a new Zodiac letter days later. Over the next years, the Zodiac sent more letters filled with taunts, riddles, and threats, including one promising to attack a school bus. Then, suddenly, the messages stopped. By 1974, the Zodiac fell silent. But the mystery didn't. The Zodiac case became one of the largest investigations in U.S. history. Police departments across multiple counties collected fingerprints, handwriting samples, shell casings, tire tracks, and thousands of letters from the public. The ciphers were his signature. The first one, known as the 408 cipher, was solved by a schoolteacher and his wife within a week. It revealed chilling words: "I like killing people because it is so much fun." But 3 other ciphers remained unsolved for decades. In 2020, a team of codebreakers finally cracked the 340 cipher, revealing another taunting message. But again, no-name handwriting experts compared Zodiac's letters to thousands of samples. Several suspects were examined, including Arthur Lee Allen, whose name appears frequently in later reports, yet no physical evidence ever tied him to the crimes. DNA tests on envelopes in the 2000s also failed to produce a definitive match. Every clue seemed to point somewhere, but never all the way. Over the years, new suspects have emerged through documentaries, books, and online investigations. Some claim the Zodiac was a local loner. Others believe he worked in law enforcement or the military. According to the Casebreakers, a private investigative team, the killer might have been a man named Gary Francis Post, based on photo analysis and witness statements. However, the FBI stated that the case remains open and that no official suspect has been confirmed. Question: what if the truth was hidden in plain sight, in one letter we overlooked? Even the number of victims remains uncertain. Zodiac claimed 37, but investigators officially link only 5 confirmed murders. These gaps keep the case alive, a puzzle no one can quite finish. Behind every coded message were real lives. The families of Betty Lou Jensen, Darlene Ferrin, Cecilia Shepard, and others spent decades living with questions that never found answers. Each anniversary brought back headlines and heartbreak. Survivors like Brian Hartnell became symbols of resilience, speaking publicly about trauma and recovery. For many in California, the Zodiac era was not just about a killer, it was about fear itself, a shadow over ordinary life. It reminded everyone that evil doesn't always hide in darkness. Sometimes it writes letters in broad daylight. The Zodiac case transformed how the world thinks about criminal profiling and forensic science. Before DNA databases or digital tracking, detectives relied on ink, memory, and instinct. The Zodiac exploited every weakness in that system. Experts often describe the Zodiac as a ghost in the age of paper. He used the media as his stage, long before social networks existed. His letters went viral on newsprint, controlling the public conversation through fear and fascination. Today, investigators use his case to teach modern digital forensics, how to separate myth from traceable data, emotion from evidence. And it forces a deeper question. When a killer seeks fame,